Good morning. This is Real World News, which is a journalism program produced by students at the Queensland University of Technology. My name is Marcus de Blonk Smith. It's the last week of May 2021, and today is International Missing Children's Day. For any parent, losing a loved one can be difficult, but when a family member goes missing, all that remains is this longing sense of what happened to them. Our guest today is an expert in missing persons cases. Jason Gouge is a private detective and an expert at looking for missing persons. He is also a retired Queensland Police Service detective who has investigated fraud, sexual offences and murders. Today he is the principal detective at JSG Investigations here in Brisbane. Welcome, Jason.
Thank you, Marcus.
Today is an International Missing Children's Day. Can you tell us about this year's campaign?
Yes, again, thank you, Marcus, for having me here. This year's campaign is, as you're aware, focused on the missing children area of the missing persons that we deal with. It's been spoken about by the Australian Federal Police, who today are symbolising the day by planting a tree in the Australian Capital Territory. It's a very important day on the calendar, and as is every day for parents or family of loved ones that are missing in Australia.
Can you tell us why a day like today is so important?
Look, it's just important to be able to make sure that the public, the general public, stay aware of these sorts of campaigns, that remember that there are many long-term missing people in Australia. There is a large percentage of those people that go missing are children. In fact, it's 6 times higher than the national average when children go missing. Most of them are found unhurt and within a certain time frame. However, it's still important in the calendar to make mention and keep people aware of that.
You worked as a detective for QPS for 16 years. What kind of investigations did you work on?
Yeah, look, primarily most of my time with the QPS was in the criminal investigation branch. That is where we investigate the more serious offences, and I worked in a regional CIB office. There were many investigations stemming from complaints that we would receive from your general break and enters right through to attempted murder and murders. And those investigations were all, I suppose those investigations became a common occurrence for somebody working in the CIB like myself, and like I said, they stemmed from very minor matters to very serious matters.
Are there particular cases you worked on that you remember?
Oh, look, there are a lot of cases that stick with me, certainly. Probably the ones that stick with me the most are where I've had a large interaction or a large amount of time and interaction with the family members of victims, and probably some of the jobs that have represented those that don't have a voice, you know, and need somebody to speak up for them and make sure that they're assisted through the justice system as well. Yeah.
You've established your own investigations group. What motivated you to do this?
Yeah, look, to be honest, it was always my intention to be able to have my own business where I could determine the types of investigations that I would take on and look into. And we're a fairly small business at this point in time, which allows me to really focus attention, like I said, on certain types of offences and certain types of investigations. So it was always something that I wanted to do and make sure that I could continue, I suppose, bringing forth my investigative ability to assist those who needed help, alongside the police now, which is quite a different field than working for the police at that point in time years ago, to now trying to work beside them and bridge that gap with some of the family members that might be involved.
You recently joined the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator as the National Investigations Coordinator. What does this role involve?
Yeah, my work with the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator is a safety-based type of role. It's where the best way I can explain or or give an example of the type of work we do is it's similar to workplace health and safety and how they investigate certain matters. The difference is at the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator we work with the heavy vehicle industry specifically. So rather than it being extremely broad over workplaces, we work with safety-based offences and safety risks in the heavy vehicle industry, and that work's really fulfilling as well.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Look, I suppose the main thing that I want to get out there today on this day that is the International Missing Children's Day is that that if you ever have information, no matter how small, that you pass that information on to police or to Crime Stoppers, or if you don't feel free, I suppose if you don't feel like going to those people, that you tell somebody, that you pass that information on, so that the investigations can be done in the quickest time frame possible.
Jason Gouge, thank you. And that is the latest here at Real World News. My name is Marcus de Blonk Smith. See you next time.